This morning we're going to be going over counter offense. So when people are shooting on you, you want to be able to, one, stop them. Two, you want to score off of there, put them in bad position and try and score when you get them in bad position. Okay? And what a lot of people do when somebody shoots on me, I'll block it and I'll push them away. And I'll let them reload. And they're probably going to take a little bit better shot the next time, if they've got any brains. So I don't want them to take another shot. I want to make them pay for shooting on me. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple of positions. Front body locks, not a front head lock. Okay, that's a different set of moves. Good moves, they're just different. So front body lock is what we're going to be doing. Let me use you once. Give me all fours and face me. And then we're going to start right here, up in a high stance. And I'm going to show you basically what I want you to figure out with your partner. And your partner, if your partner changes, you may have to adapt it. Because again, you got a great big, tall guy. It's going to be a little bit different than you got a little bit shorter guy. Okay, so but basically when he shoots on me, he's coming at me, I want to stay right in front of him. I want to keep his head covered. All right, if his head gets out to the side, he gets a lot stronger. His upper body gets a lot stronger, and he's able to move my body with his head. He's able to pursue my body. I want to keep his head covered. Now you hold me up. And basically what I want to do is I want to find this area where I'm going to lock, okay? And for the most part, I saw you guys locking yesterday when you were locking on things, and you're locking pretty well. Okay, you want to lock like this or like this. Now, if somebody's really skinny, you might come up here like this. That's okay as well. But sometimes I see guys like locking like this. Don't ever do that in wrestling. Because if you do this, just do that way, right there. And somebody comes up, and put your fingers up. Somebody comes up like this and just does that. Yeah, see? You can break all your fingers. And if you're like this and all of a sudden your bodies roll over that, you're going to hear a bunch of cracking noises. Okay, so don't lock like this. And I wouldn't lock like this. Why wouldn't you lock like this with your thumbs out? Exactly. But that's illegal. But they still do. Yeah. If the ref's over there and your thumb's over here, there's a good chance. So cover your thumbs. Cover your thumbs. All right? Just like that. Okay? So lock like this, like this, like this. Now, I want to find that zone right here through his floating rib area. Okay? Floating ribs meaning those bottom ribs that really move. If I'm too far up in his armpits, I don't have enough pressure on him. If I'm too far over, he can squat and lift me with his head. And you don't ever want to have your butt above your head in the sport of wrestling. Nothing good happens when your butt is above your head. Okay? If God wanted your butt there, He'd put it there. I've seen some butt heads around, but that's a different deal. All right? You do not want your butt above your head. So I want to be able to find that zone where I can do this. See what happened to him? Now hold me up this time. Get a good strong stance. I'm basically doing, now in a match I'm not going to do this Superman thing. Okay? But that's the pressure I want. Now do something with your hands, partner. Yeah, right. See, his hands are pretty well occupied. So I want, and that was hard, wasn't it? Yeah. Just to hold me up, that's hard. So when he shoots on me, that's what I want to do. And here's what we were taught. Years ago, we were actually taught when a guy shoots in, say he shoots in on a single, okay? To drive in on it, and whizzer, throw that hip in. Well, we made it work. We're still making it work today. But does it make sense if he wants my right leg, he grabbed it, so I know he wants it, for me to give him more of it? Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? No. So, once we get into the whole series, we'll get to that part. But what I want you to do with your partner is I want you to try and find that area where you can, and not all of you are going to be able to get your legs in the air, but that's okay. I want to try and lift his butt. I want to lift his bottom in the air and be pulling him this way. Okay, because if I pull him this way and there's a lot of weight on his hands and he just can't handle it, he's going to face plant. Okay, once he face plants, it's going to help me be able to get behind him and score. Okay, so you can see it. Give me another bigger guy. All right, high stance. I don't want you back here. We're going to get there because that's where this guy's going to go eventually. He's going to figure out that he doesn't like being high. So from right here, whoa, you're up in the air. Okay, so from right here, that's what I want to do.
You're shaking.
Yeah. Now do something with your hands. Yeah, right. He is doing something with his hands. Now, in a match, I'm going to be like this. But see what I'm doing? I'm actually going this way, trying to lift his butt in the air. I don't want to do this, push into him, because that helps us peek out and everything. And that's what we were taught to do for so long. Stop that guy and sort of drive into him with our hips. Well, that opens up the peek outs, and it actually helps him. I don't want to help him. All right, so I want you to get with your partner, get up into the bottom person to be in a high 4-point stance. Lock your elbows, be strong. Make sure you cover their head with your navel. For those of you who don't know what that is, your belly button. Okay? And then find that zone where you can put a lot of pressure by lifting his bottom in the air, but you're not so far over that he can lift you, and you're not so far up into his armpits where you can't get your feet up in the air. Some of you won't be able to hold yourself out. That's all right. Don't worry about it. As long as you've got good pressure on the back of their head and you're pulling them this direction. Okay? You want to be pulling them that direction. Okay? Ready to go.